So we got 10 miles south of Louisville, Kansas, and I knew there's a big dirt pool out that I could park the load and bobtail up there, because I'm not getting that load into Loves. You're not getting 13 axles, 130 feet into Loves. Nope, not that one. So we parked the load, and I bobtailed up and got fuel and came back. So you got a trip plan not only for parking, but where you're going to buy fuel. So you got to plan, where can I park within a reasonable distance of a fuel stop? Closer to better, right? You don't want to bobtail hour, 2 hours out of your way to get fuel if you don't have to. So you got to be cognizant of all these things as you plan your route. So sometimes 50 mile an hour won't work. And you're maybe looking at planning your trip at 35 or 40 mile an hour. And some days you might have to cut it short because of where the available parking is on your route, because you got to plan it so slow. Another tip for trip planning is you want to plan more than one spot, right? You got your best case scenario. Everything goes right. This is where we're going to park. But maybe things don't go right. Maybe you kind of misjudged on how slow you're going to go with the hills and the little towns, and having to sew up for traffic so you can get through skinny bridges or around the roundabouts and stuff like that. And so you want to plan a secondary place to stop. We're like, okay, if things don't go quite as well as I wanted to, we can stop here. And then you want to plan your third stop. And your third stop is the spot where if everything goes complete shit, the whole day gets wrecked for whatever reason, this is where we'll stop. And you may even want to consider, when you really start getting into some of the more crazy routes, some of the bigger stuff, you might want to plan a fourth stop. Be like, okay, if today's just gone really bad, nothing's gone right, we've been held up everywhere, and we just can't pull the hills, we got the headwind that's slowing us down, traffic's been a problem, we have to keep stopping because traffic, so we can get around obstacles and stuff. This is where we're going to stop. So don't always rely on your first pick to be the one that you're going to make it to. Have yourself 3 or 4 spots lined up, and as you approach each stop, take a quick stock of your situation and decide, based off of what kind of time you've been making up to that point, will you make it to the next stop, or do we need to stop short? And again, remember, like I said in the previous video, when things don't go as planned, it's not the end of the world. That's why we plan multiple stops.